weekend is drawing near, and as you know, every weekend we try to make it a master architect for our fellow investors to try and see whether we could get some betting tips and predictions that are valuable to our fellow investors. And let's see how this could happen. And for sure, we all know that we go in, we give our best five at the end of the video to our fellow investors to see whether probably they could make it a master architect and winning the bet in the weekend. And a lot of games are happening this weekend. Unfortunately, Premier League is not going to happen, but we have a substitute of FA Cup happening this weekend, and we will be given FA Cup, La Liga, Serie A, and sometimes Bundesliga, and sometimes even we give League One, and that of Eric's Divisie League. That is the Netherlands League as well. Football that we saw like deeming necessary to give you away, do that. And so if you just join us and you are new, make sure you hit the subscription button, like and share the video. With me is the expert, and we will try to see whether this our new strategy will work for all of us. Eddie, how excited are you with this weekend drawing here?
Anytime weekend is approaching, I'm always excited. Definitely football games will be played. And fellow investors too are always ready to go into the market to, I think, make something out of it. So I'm just glad to help and always ready.
Just glad to help and always ready. Absolutely. And thanks to you and thanks to the fellow investors community. And hey, let's know if you haven't joined this community, it's high time you join the community because it's so good. So let's go into it and let's get started. For sure, FA Cup, as we already said, FA Cup is happening this weekend, and probably that's what we are going to start with. Eddie, Crystal Palace versus Millwall.
So it's going to be an easy win for Crystal Palace.
An easy win for Crystal Palace. That one because they win their midweek Premier League game, so it's possible.
Although they won their midweek game against Aston Villa with huge margin, of course, with Mateta and all the boys. But anytime this clubs in Championship, they are one of the difficult sides to play against. When it comes to this FA Cup, sometimes we all go in for the big clubs, that the Premier League side, but the Championship sides are also sometimes difficult to play against. I think 2 weeks ago we saw the surprise they did, So we should also be expecting that. Although we are going for Crystal Palace, but there might be a much upset in this coming FA Cup.
Okay. So we have Preston versus Burnley.
I'll go for Burnley. I'll go for Burnley to win.
We have Bournemouth versus Wolves.
Bournemouth win.
One of the matches to watch out for: Manchester City versus Plymouth. Plymouth who eliminated Liverpool.
Man City will win that game.
Yeah, because City is growing up though. But let's see how it's gonna happen. City is coming like Kakai. So we have Newcastle United versus Brighton.
That game, let's go for over 1.5.
Manchester United versus Fulham again in Old Trafford.
Both teams to score.
Now we go to La Liga. La Liga, we have Girona versus Celta Vigo.
I'll give Girona straight win.
Real Vallecano versus Sevilla.
Sevilla win.
Real Betis versus Real Madrid. Another Madrid derby.
Madrid win. Real Madrid win.
Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Club. Another Madrid derby.
Atletico Madrid versus Athletic Club.
Athletic Club, yeah.
Yes, straight to Athletic Madrid.
Wow. Is it because they are playing at home?
Not because they are playing at home, but they have the advantage, They on the third spot, and now they want to fight harder. They have the chance of winning the league. They will do so. So these are some like such games. They have to be picking the 3 points. You don't know when Real Madrid or Barcelona will drop their points. So when you get the chance, you pick up the 3 points. That's the reason why I'm going for straight for them. And they are also playing at home. They have the home advantage and everything to win this game.
And we have Leganes versus Getafe.
Leganes versus Getafe over 1.5.
Barcelona versus Real Sociedad.
Barcelona win and also over 2.5.
We have Mallorca versus Deportivo Alaves.
Deportivo straight win for Deportivo.
Osasuna versus Valencia.
Osasuna, Valencia. Valencia straight win.
Then we move to Serie A. We have Atalanta versus Venezia.
Atlanta straight win.
Napoli versus Inter Milan. This is a tough game.
Double chance for Inter. Double chance for Inter. Although they are topping, but I'll give them double chance. Win or draw.
We have Udinese versus Parma.
Over 1.5 in that game.
We have Monza versus Torino.
Straight win for Monza.
Bologna versus Cagliari.
Straight win for Bologna. Straight win for
Genoa
Bologna.
versus Empoli. Genoa versus Empoli.
Genoa, Empoli. We saw the surprise in, I think, the Coppa Italia. You know, we were thinking Empoli versus Juventus. We were like, oh, Juventus will probably take it easy. They'll make it. Because Bologna, Empoli, you know, they are not that good. You know, we've not seen so much of them this season, but they were able to give Juventus, I think, a surprise and draw, and also qualify with the penalties. I'll give them double chance in this game.
Then we have Roma versus Como.
Double chance for Roma.
AC Milan versus Lazio.
Another tough game. AC Milan win.
Now, we need to move to maybe German Bundesliga. We'll have some selected teams over there. We have St. Pauli versus Dortmund.
I'll give Dortmund straight win.
Frankfurt versus Bayer Leverkusen.
Bayer Leverkusen straight win.
We have Werder Bremen versus Wolfsburg.
Wolfsburg double chance.
Okay. I think that's all for the games over there. We have to go to League One. We have interesting games over there, League One.
Okay.
Lyon versus Brest.
Over 1.5 in that game.
Marseille versus Nantes.
Marseille straight win.
Okay, Juventus. On Monday, Juventus will be playing against Hellas Verona.
Straight win for Juve.
And also Villarreal will be playing against Espanyol in La Liga.
Villarreal will be playing against
Espanyol.
Straight win for Villarreal.
And FA Cup, Nottingham Forest versus Ipswich Town.
Straight win for Nottingham Forest. Yeah. Straight win for Nottingham Forest, yeah.
That's straight win for Nottingham Forest. And this is the end to the follow investors for sure. And now Eddie will be giving us his best 5 out of the many that we've just selected. Don't forget, you can still have the rest to select whichever way you want to go. And hey, prediction is prediction. Premier League prediction, La Liga prediction, Serie A prediction. This is Ashili Sports prediction for you. And hey, our best 5, Ashili Sports best 5 will be delivered to you by Eddie. And so as we talk, he's still analyzing the process, thinking where he will align everyone for sure. And hey, if he's ready, he will give us his best 5. Then we'll go in there with a massive. Yesterday, unfortunately, the midweek, our best 5 was destroyed by Tottenham, Manchester City. But then Everton went in for sure. So it was rather unfortunate. But then, as I said, you can pick the rest of the ones we have. But what we give you is our best 5. So, Eddie, are you ready?
Yes.
Okay, let's go.
And so our first lot will be Manchester City versus Plymouth. Manchester City straight win. Then Newcastle versus Brighton, that's also over 1.5. Then the third slot will be Frankfurt versus Bayer Leverkusen, that's straight win for Bayer Leverkusen. Then the fourth slot will be Real Betis versus Real Madrid, that's also straight win for Real Madrid. Then the last slot will also be for Atalanta versus Venezia, that's straight win for Atalanta. So these are my best 5 for the weekends. Yeah.
So let's know your opinions. Let's know what you think. Hey, let me know your scoreline prediction for sure in the comment section, whether in FA Cup, whether in La Liga, whether in Serie A, or even in Bundesliga or League One. So let us know in the comment section. And if you just join us and you are new, thank you for watching. Subscribe, hit the subscription button, like and share the video, and we are going to see you in the next video. Ciao.